Today I'm going to do a live painting, and my name's Lance, and show you some cool stuff. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, and I'm just going to do a little scene here, and hopefully it turns out good, and hopefully you don't get a lot of glare. Trying to set everything up so it looks good, okay? Um, but we're just going to do a little winter scene here, and we'll get started. I'm going to start off with a fan brush, get some white on it. Okay, here's my palette. It's got all kinds of stuff on it, but just get a little white on it. And I'm going to come in and just want to pull up some stuff from down here. Okay, just get some light in here. These are my mountains I'm going to have, but okay, a little light at the base of these mountains. I want to try to keep them so I don't lose my there. There we go. I'm just pulling up a little bit here, and then my mountains will be below there. And then I'll just come in with a larger brush. Kind of cleaned it off a little bit, just a big 2-inch brush, and I'm going to just kind of pull up a little bit. Do this. There, doesn't look too bad. Try to keep my peaks in there. Just a little bit there. Go across a little bit. You see that all right? There. So it gives us a little bit on the base of the mountains, and we're going to have a lot more. I'm going to do some more colors in here, but for now, I just want to come in and start around here. Maybe just pull some stuff down. You can turn the brush, angle it if you need to. I want it to come this way. Some stuff there maybe. And I want to come down and then maybe bring it this way, right to there. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking at here. I do have a cheater picture over here, but and then you can tap some of that where you want it darker. Okay, maybe a little bit there. Pull that up. You can bring that up too. So pretty simple. I'm going to grab if you're doing this, I'm just going to grab a 1-inch brush. And I like to use one that's a little stiffer because it's they're a little drier because I've used them in there. But I'm just going to come in here and pull these up. Flick that little bit up. Okay, kind of pull everything up. And this will come in there. And these are, these are northern lights. And you come in there and then you come back in. I'm going to use that brush a little more. And we'll come back in and maybe pull a little more up here. Okay. Get that a little lighter at the base. And don't worry about the colors and stuff in there. Because we can I'll get rid of that. I just want to lighten the base up a little more right in here. You can pull these up higher if you want. I'm not going to get too much. There. Come back with that larger brush again and just kind of over it. I might have to improvise my mountains because I'm kind of losing the peaks a little bit. Over here. Pull that up. Get in if you want. Really get in there. And then you can go across on it if you want. Blend it out a little more. Okay. Can you see that all right? That's not too bad. I'm trying to get the glare so it's not too bad. And I think it's working out pretty good. So anyway, we're going strong here. Let's see here. I want to get some more white in there. We're going to come in here and really kind of come in here and smash in some white there. And then I want this to come up here about there. Okay. And then I'll take this same brush again, pull up. Okay. And if you need to wipe it off, you can. There's a lot of paint on there. Okay, grab here and go up. Very good. Here. And up here. Kind of flick it. Pull up. That's what I want. Go back to the big brush we have. Just kind of pull that up. Grab that and pull it up. There. And if we want to put a little more in here, not a lot of paint, right? If you want to get a little more in here, you can just come in there and do that. Okay, maybe you want a little more in there. Back over, pull them up. There we go. See how easy that is? Kind of Northern Lights curtain there, and I kind of like that. Maybe a little more right in here, a bit in here. I want a little lighter there in this area. There. Again, back with this brush, flick it up. And you can go over these as much as you want, and then you can see the mountains in there, and they should be all right. I could still, it's a good little range, but there, just pull up, and that's how I want that. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, over here. So if you're painting these, they're pretty easy. All I did is I put a clear medium on the background, and I hope this is working. I use this clear medium. You can get several kinds of it, and I put that on, and then I put it on, and then I wipe it off with a paper towel, which is, and the sky you can have more, but down here where I'm going to have a cabin and stuff, I don't want a ton of it because it's going to make it harder to do the cabin and stuff. So that's how that's going to go. Next, I'm going to take, this is just a little, I don't know, flat brush number 5, and I'm going to come in and work on my mountain range, okay? And because the sky's good, I like the way the sky is. I might come back in and hide. You know, you can always add more white to it if you want it to be brighter in areas like here. Put that in, and then come back in again, go over it, up, 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 and grab the big brush. Just do the same thing. Pull it, and then you got that lighter spot there. Maybe I want a little bit more right. This is a good sized brush, but maybe I want a little more right in here too. Right there. Where that goes. Again, pull up. Okay. And you can take the big brush again. And there's a hair. We'll get that later. Right there. Nice, nice. And then boom. I like the way that looks. Those are pretty soft. You got a little glare there. Sorry, but oof, no big deal. Okay. Merry Christmas. We got the prime rib cooking. I'm going to take some blue. Maybe just some darker. I don't want the green as much in there. I'm just going to take some blue on my palette here and kind of come in and touch a white in there. Maybe I can get the little lighter. Just come in and I'm going to form my mountains out. Okay, maybe I'll hold this and just kind of come in, get a little white on there. Okay, and let's see, I want them pretty much right there, aren't they? I just do the angles how I wanted them. I think that one came up a little, and then it just kind of went over there. And this is just kind of giving me a how I want the mountain outside to look. Get a little more blue in there if we need to. And then here, this one's kind of a peak right about there. Comes down, dark in there, just for now. And that peak goes there. And it has a little hump there, maybe. That's light, but I can change that. There we go. Comes over there. A little more paint, and then there's one that comes down here, maybe. Comes down to there. Now that looks all right. It kind of comes over. And it kind of comes down. There's another little hump there. And then it kind of disappears. Okay, so there's our mountain range, and it should look, pretty good. I like that. Kind of comes over, comes down. Kind of just move it back in because that's the way it's going to go. Up, up, up. You can work on that outside there and create the, once that's done, we don't really care what's happening in here. Okay. And I got the blue and I don't know, green. There's all kinds of colors in here. Okay, but you want these mountains there, and then we'll come in and how's that glare looking? Good. me see if I can. What if I shut this light off? Does that make it better? The glare went down a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. That looks all right. Okay, so yeah, it's fine, I think. All I do is it's lighting can be hard, especially when you got these when you're using these okay. Uh-oh. Get some darker color in here. Just kind of come in here, and I want my mountains to kind of come this way. Okay. So I'm going to grab some white, and I'm going to kind of pull this way. And these are going to kind of be my mountain color and how the mountains are going to go. This is going to come down in front of that one. And this one's going to have a little peak there. And this one's going to come here. I'm grabbing some white and some blue, using this little flat brush. You can hold back or whatever. And it's nighttime, so we're just going to do some indications here. And then all the dark is already in there. Okay? These are pretty effective paintings. People like them, and I do a lot of Northern Light ones, and a lot of them are marketable too. They sell. And you're going to kind of bring that down. And I'm just using, see how easy that is? And you can kind of just create your mountains. Let them kind of more white there. You can always, add some more stuff there. It's got a little bit here. More white. And then that kind of comes down up to there. This is all white in there. Okay. And that kind of just has a little indication there, but this is all white too. You got a little area in there that looks pretty good. And then these over here, bring that down in front. You just move your brush around. Oh, maybe a little more white in here. See that? And that's it. I want this to kind of come down. This, I might use a little bigger brush here in a minute, but I just know that the lay of the mountains are kind of this way. We're gonna have trees in front of these, so this is a good little brush, I think, to use. Come over here, we got to finish off this one. So we've got some light coming here. That comes down, and then over here, there's a little lump down there, and that just kind of comes into there. And then we've got some dark back in there, one right there, maybe. Over here, I want this light, and then just kind of bringing it down. Have a little dark in there too. We can come back in and put dark in if we need to. Okay, and then I want this to come up a little bit, darker. And that's just going to kind of flatten out. Okay, how's that look? Can you see that okay? Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, next thing I want to do is, what's next? We're going to come in and I'm going to grab just like a little filbert brush. This is a little tiny filbert brush. You come in and just kind of pull these out a little bit, soften them, the edges. And I'll put some dark in there. Bring that down. Just kind of, you can still leave everything in there, but that one kind of looks like it's got a little eye in it, doesn't it? So we can come in and kind of pulling them that way. Darken that up a little bit there. Over here. Bring that down. A little bit. There we go. There. There. And so you got your mountains in there. You got some lights and some darks. More white in there. Here. There we go. Kind of comes over a little darker on the back side of that. So there. That there. There's some dark in there. You can see some areas there. I do want to grab a little dark here. A little dark. And darken this area a little more here. You can pull this way. See that? Come opposite direction if you want. It's good. Give me some of that Prussian blue. I should have some black in here, but this will work fine. There we go. And in here, I want to just pull some little dark areas in there. See that? Kind of gives you a little more, and you can work them out. I'm just grabbing some Prussian blue, and then here I want to have some here. More. There we go. Pull that that way a little bit. Just you can play with mountains as long as you want. And this one I want dark to there. A little bit. There. How's that look? See that? And then that'll be fine. And then if we need to, come back in and grab some white. And we'll put a little more white back in here. Top there. Pull that that way. Got a little lump there. And I think that's good. I don't think the mountains need to be any more. Take that filbert and soften some of it up if you want. Okay, there. Kind of blend that in there. Just there. Okay, I like that. That's pretty good for our mountains. Now we've got to come down here and add some white, down below here, because we're going to have some down here. So we're going to kind of just come in with the brush and just kind of put some white in here. Okay, I'm going to leave some dark areas where this one might be a little too big. I'm going to grab a smaller fan brush, just put some white on it, because we're going to have some water in here, and so I don't want to kill the water altogether, but this will come down over here, and that water will start back there. This is all good. Where our cabin's going to be, and I'll kind of break that in. The water is going to kind of come there, and then I'll have some. It's kind of leave that area where the water is going to be, and it comes down, and this is going to come all the way down here. Put a little more in, get a little blue in there if we want. There, see that? You can use any kind of brush you want here. We're just, there, see? Pull that over, and you got the dark will give you some reflections, and that looks pretty good. It is pretty bright over there. I wonder if I lowered this a little. Nobody's watching. That's okay though. I'll repost hopefully, and you can see it, and maybe it'll get a little. Some people might see some stuff they like in it. So, and over here, we're gonna come down, and the water's gonna kind of come. Going to be a little area there, and then here there's a little stuff coming down. I'm gonna need some more white. There's some there, and then this is just a little slope coming down to where the water is, and then this has a little piece there, and then back here we're just going to create our little water, and there's a little thing that comes in there. Everything back there is good. Stand by. I got to grab some more white for it. I got a mess. Not too bad today. Too bad. Okay. And so if you want to do that, and then you just grab some more white on there. And this is our water, so we want to keep it dark. And then this is a little protrusion maybe that comes in. Okay, and then over here, this is underneath, and that kind of goes. And then that goes there. Just go back and forth. And you can see where the there's like a little cliff here. We'll work on that. This is going to have some trees and stuff. A little more blue in there. See that? And that comes down, and then that's a little piece there that kind of comes down, and we're gonna have some trees there, and then that's farther back. Okay, and then that will come in, give you a little watery thing there. There. How long are we out? This is 19 minutes on this painting so far. Not too bad. Too bad. Hey, is this one causing us any glare? No, that one's fine. Maybe it's our light up top. How's that? Nope, I think we're just gonna have to leave it here. Okay, and there's not a lot of color in it, but okay. The next thing I want to do is I'm gonna grab this brush here, and I want to kind of soften some of this here. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of tap some of this base of these mountains, follow them down. Okay, maybe even get a little more white in there. There we go. Not too much. Okay, just kind of soften that. Follow the land. Come over here. Lighten that up a little bit. Yeah, just pull. You know, that kind of softens everything because that's distant, right? So it's lighter, whiter. You know, if you want, you can grab a little more white back here. Maybe make it a little more white in here. Scrub it in. You know, when you have time, a lot more time on your hands to do this, it's much easier. When you're doing a video, you kind of have to hurry. And yeah, when you're doing videos this fast, it's probably not a masterpiece that you spend weeks on. There, see that? Kind of like those distant mountains a little bit. Maybe just pull those. Just kind of soften them so they look farther away. Distant. Like it. Okay, now we're going to get into some trees. And got to do, I'm going to add some black to this. These trees are going to be dark. Okay, and I'm going to use my fan brush again. I'm going to mix this color up a little bit. See, I have some black, and this is just what I used on the whole thing. Grab some Prussian blue and just mix it up, and that'll be our trees. It's a lot of dark. It's going to be, should work out pretty good. And I'm going to use, let's use this fan brush. I think I have another one. Yeah, because I want a dark one here. So let's come in here. I'm going to add a bunch. This is a new brush. And let's come in here and make some trees. Okay. Might need a little blue in there. And we'll see how this looks. These are dark, but we can always lighten them up a little bit. We'll come in here and see that? And kind of make some trees that come down. I'm just going to pull, grab that color, and just make little trees back in here. I'm just pulling down with the brush, and then we're going to bring them right down. And turn your brush around. Okay. Bring them right down here and right down. There's going to be some. This is where it's going to come back here. I'm going to make a little cheat line. Okay. Pull that down. Just make that. And then we're going to kind of, same thing. Just little distant trees in there. Over here. I'm just pulling down. You can make that one higher. Okay. And this is going to kind of disappear there. Obviously there's, you know, and then these, we can just kind of come in and touch them to the side, whatever. Just make little indications in there. Even knock a little paint off the brush so they're lighter because they're kind of back there. And maybe there's a little bit back in here I didn't do. Just touching, pulling up distant trees. Those should pick up some of that lighter color. See that? And then it makes them look nice and misty and white. Okay, if you need to, we'll grab some, we can grab some light and do that too. And over here, come in and have some bigger trees here. They're going to come down and there's onto this hill here. And we're going to lose some of that mountain back there, but that's all right. And these are going to be kind of right down to here. And just kind of start shooting them in there. Don't worry about the bottoms of them. And over here, we're going to have a little bit, you know, right in here. I don't want to kill all that mountain, do I? So we're going to kind of do that. And then just kind of, I'm just going to do this. Okay. See the tops of them and yeah, just pushing sideways. They're so dark, it doesn't matter. You know, that's this one here. Just kind of knocking them in. This one here, you can, do some stuff like that. Go side to side if you want. And just come down to the bottom. Okay, maybe little trees in there and there. And there might be a little something coming down the little edge there, right? Because they're just kind of hanging out in there. It's going to be dark there. Maybe there's a little something that comes down into here. There's a little bankment there. That's what I'm trying to do. Get some blue. Now I'm going to come back in. Remember that light brush I had? Got some white on it. Yeah, you want to come in and do a little of this. Close up a little bit. Put a little white in there. See how misty that looks? You can use that brush again that you had and pull down. Put those back in. Okay, see that? Mess that up. Grab some white. Get on the bottom of them and just pull it up. It's a little bright, but yeah, looks good. You can work it in. Back there, a little misty, and pull them up. See those? I like that. That'll be all right. And then if you have too much, you can just come in and kind of pull them out. Lift them up. I don't know. There. Flick those little distant ones up a little bit. Okay. You can always throw a little higher in there. Maybe little stuff comes up. See? Just go back and work on them until you get them where you like them. And then, you have those little distant ones back there. So that looks all right. Okay. Let's see here. Looking pretty good, huh? So now, let's see. Over here, I want to take, and all these trees and stuff, we're going to have to put a little bit of, something in there where they're at. And you can just push up, put some dark in there. You're still going to have your water line back there. Don't kill all that. And then here, we can just, maybe there's a few of these little trees that come out sideways here. A little more on there. Push this way. See? Ones are smaller. You want to see them there, but they're not as big as these foreground ones that you can see there. And you want to take, maybe this one here needs a little, just going back and forth. Top here, you can come back in and just give them a little more up top. There. Easy. So you got your trees up there, and they're going to stay probably super dark. They're not going to get a lot of light on them, okay? So we're good there. Now, if we want, we can come in here too and get a little, not a lot of paint though, and you can get a little mist underneath here where the snow is. Yeah. Kind of poke that out a little bit, that little distance. And over here, yeah. I know there's snow there, but you can kind of push it down and just make a little edge there. I like that. Over here, and we got our water in there. Okay, and there's some spots in the water. We can watch this. We'll come in and see, lightly go across. Look a little icy. I don't know. There. And you got your edges. We might have to put a little light in there. There's our water. Icy looking water, huh? Okay. I don't know. Let's go in and give me some. I'm going to take some brown, a little white. I'm going to come in here. I still need dark though. I'm going to come in and try to get this little cabin going. So if we have a cabin in here, let's put it right about here. I want the white. Give me white. Okay. I'm going to take and come this way. Okay, just like that. And bring that down. Okay. Come that way. Because we're going to need our roof to come that way. Okay. And then it's going to come down. Just like that. And have it come there. And then over. Maybe like that. How's that look? We'll get better. Okay. down, and it'll come down that way. Okay, is that starting to look like a roof? You'll see here in a second. There we go. That way, and then just come there. So we've got a roof on our cabin because it's going to be snow. And then I'm going to take, this is a good brush. You can use a knife for this too, but I'm going to take some black, and we're going to come in and do this part here. It's going to come down, pull it down. Okay. Kind of want it to go back that way because make it a little farther down. Let's go there. A little more to there. And pull down. For perspective purposes, you kind of want to have there. That might look good. Not too bad. Grab a little more of that dark. You see that cabin at all? It's hard doing it with this camera. Okay, and then over here, we're going to come in and we can reshape it too. We come in here and just start pulling down. Okay, down to there, and then bring it all the way up to there. There, see that? Go over to there, right? That way a little, and then bring it down. And that again, you want it to come this way. Okay, there, just a little cabin there. Get that out of there. That's an old little cabin in there. So it looks all right. We'll take it. Go in and grab some white up here and that blue. And just come in and make your little cabin looking just a little on that side. Just have a little bit. Okay. There, and that can pull over. And over here you can come in and kind of reshape it a little bit. Get some white in there. Make it look a little better. Maybe pull it that way a little bit. See? Just make some little things in there. Make it look rough. It doesn't need to look really good. Okay. I like that. And then you can come back in. I'm using the same brush. I'm going back and forth with darks and stuff. But let's see. Maybe we need to bring that a little more this way. We can bring that over. Watch. See? It's easy to fix. Now it looks more like a cabin. Looks like it's about ready to fall over though. Okay, dark. Dark in there. That little edge under there. And it looks better. See? And then you're going to have, oh, the light's coming from this side, isn't it? Because the highlight's here. So it's going to have to be lighter on this side. So easy. We'll just come in and get some black, brown. This side will be dark. That down. Dark. Okay. And over here, I don't want to add a lot of highlights to it, but we can grab a little white in there on that highlight color. Right here and pull down. Right there. A little more. Make it stand out a little more. Oh, there we go. And the dark is going to be right here. Keep that dark all the way there. There we go. Kind of bleeds into there. What do you think? How are we doing here? Oh, okay. Now let's see. What else do we got to do? We got this cabin, and this is going to be fun. But we've got the white on there. The cabin looks fine, you know, and it's going to be dark, very dark. You can have a little door here. You can't see it though, but I'll put it in there. It's very dark. And then over here, oh, what am I going to do? Watch this. This will be fun. I'm going to take and put a little yellow ochre, a little yellow, and then I'm going to come in with just a tiny, something like this on this cabin here. Let's just put some yellow in there. I'm going to come in here and just kind of put some little light in there. Somebody's in there. The lights are on. Are they? Remember, this paint's wet. I'm just trying to goop it on there. So there are a couple little windows. Watch this. Okay. Windows there. A little light in the snow, right? Now just throw it in there and move it around. a little bit. Be loose. See that little light in there? So you can tell somebody's home. A little bit over here, not much. That was a spur of the moment thing. Okay, so that little cabin's in there. I like that. And then you can also you can come in and you got that. But if you want, you can add a little more dark to this. Put a little bit in there, see, up top. It doesn't have to be that light, but we want it to be lighter than that there. Okay, and then maybe take this guy here, get some little gray or white on this brush and just make a separation here where the thing's at. Kind of come in there and do that. And it kind of breaks it up a little bit and kind of holds that little edge out a little bit more. There. Okay. If you want to, it's dark on there. Come underneath here and put a little dark. There. See how crooked that is, that cabin? That's what you want. A little dark up in here. I like that cabin. Looks good. Okay. There. That's all good. And then I'm going to take maybe some of that brown dark and we'll have maybe a little bit of something coming out. A little trail. Trail coming out, little dirt. Okay, good. Now, how about our trees? I know they're dark, but do we want to keep them that dark? I might get a little light on the brush. And let's see, they got to have a little bit. So our light's coming maybe a little bit of in there. That. I'm just touching just a little bit. Okay, over here. Just a little bit of light in them. See that? Tiny bit. Give them a little indication, and these ones here, you can lighten those a little bit. Over here. I'm just touching sideways, and it just gives them a little more light, so they stand out a little bit. I like that. I think that looks good. Okay, so next thing I think we'll do is maybe come in and take that white fan brush and get some more white. Your white, and just do some highlights. Okay, let's see how that goes. We want to have maybe a little highlight here. Okay. And just kind of come in, make it look a little better. Highlight there. These are where the water is. Maybe a little bit around there, just to make it look a little more like snow. Some blue in there, some white. More blue than white. Pull that out. Oh, and back here we can have a little more where that water is. I like that. And then over here, kind of that over. Yeah. That down to the water. And that one comes down. They're just an embankment there. That doesn't look too bad. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to clean this off real quick and use some white. Just kind of come in and make a little, dab some of that white, and then it doesn't need to be super white. See what I'm doing? I'm just going to use that, and then we got to make some little bit of lines in here. Maybe see that? Where the water lines are. And go back and forth. And here, these ones here maybe. Just kind of see that. And pull that out a little bit. Helps you kind of get down here. See that? Pull that out a little bit. It's not bad. Here, this can come out a little bit maybe. Add a little more. Keep it dark, but you can a little brighter. Back in there. There, see that? Kind of makes it look like a little more of a little water. Oh, you know what we need to do? Before I forget. get some dark up here, black, whatever. A little this black. See if I can darken that door a little bit. There. There's a door there. We just can't see it because it's dark out. But okay, maybe darken this a little. This is pretty light, isn't it? Let's just darken that a little bit more. There. Okay, that side there. Looks like it's doing a wheelie, doesn't it? I like that. Touch more. Up or down. Just get those trees up, down, whatever. You got some indications in there, and it looks good. And there's things are looking pretty good. I'm going to take and I don't want to use that one because it's what I'm going to take and try to like this, but I don't know. Blend that in. I think that looks better. Okay, and we got our yellow. We got all kinds of good stuff there. Get some white though. Kind of come in here and get a little. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Little trail there. Should we darken it up a little bit? Grab just some more brown in there. That's brown coming out of there. It's just burnt umber, the dark brownish there. See that? It gives you a little something coming from the cabin there. Okay. And let's see what else. What else? I think it looks pretty good. Might want to put a little bit up here. And you just go straight on and just tap it. Don't try to bend it. Just throw those in. You don't need a lot of paint on the highlights, but I think they look good like that. And they stand out. You kind of want them to be, hiding in there. And the water looks good. Now down below here, let's see. Maybe we can get some more. That's so dark though. I need to get some more white. And I want to come in and maybe do a little more on the foreground in the snow. I think it'll look good. So, but I have to get a different brush. Everything's so dirty. Let's see here. This one will work. It's bigger, but I think it'll work fine. So I'm just going to, this is like a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. And we'll do that. You can put a little blue in it if you want. You want it to be a little blue. And then come back in here and kind of put little ridges on there. See that? There we go. That looks like snow, doesn't it? That blue comes in there. Looks pretty good. Yeah, over here you can get a little bit on there. White. It's just a lot of paint. Darker. Is that blue? We got some blue in there. There we go. Get that little blue under there, but how's that look? I think we want to have a little darker blue on here, This is good, but yeah. That's just needs some dark in it. There, a little something there. I don't know. I think what I'll do right there is just kind of maybe plop in some bushes maybe. You can do that easy. Watch. There. That'll kind of make it look better. And then you can just do a little stuff up there underneath theirs. That's kind of an easy way to to get yourself out of a pinch. If you want to, you can put some stuff here. See, this is closer. You just push up. And it doesn't need to be, let's push up here. Maybe a little bushy looking things. Get a little dark underneath there. Base, kind of close it in. Put black in there too. It doesn't matter. I'm almost done. So see, that gives it a little more. A little bit under the trail there. A little bit over there. How's that look? Okay. Well, it's got that kind of a green hue to it because of the lights and stuff. But I like it. I think it looks pretty good. You can come in here and pull these little indications up too. These are a little farther away so they can be lighter. As they get closer, see, mess around with it. As they get closer, even these ones you could pull up a little bit of light on them, right? And then they kind of sit back in that area. You get a little more white on there. Come down here and see, distant ones like that. And you got some good looking trees. You can come back over here and maybe much. And if you get too much, you can just keep tapping on them too, and it will go away. Like that. And down here, darken this area, probably cabin too. A little darker. Kind of makes that cabin stick out a little more. What do you think? I think we're done. I think this one is good enough. I'm not going to sign it right now because maybe we'll add a little bit of shades in there, but pull up here a little bit. These look good. Let's see. Get that. Another thing you can do actually is give me that one brush and get me some dark, like some dark, whatever color that was. Some dark, maybe some brown. And we're going to go in here. I don't know if it's going to be dark enough, but yeah, let's put a little dark underneath here. You kind of see the water where it is, the edge. That would almost need to be pure black, doesn't it? In there and do that. There we go. See that? Just kind of make a little area there. Light to dark. Ooh, maybe that comes in a little. A little more. There. You can do this with a, oh shoot, you can use whatever. You can use a liner brush, or you can use, if you want it really dark, you can use a, watch this. There. That little dark under there. Back in there. And you've got that. There. Good. I want to do one thing. Just kind of get rid of this little bit here. There. A little light there. And light my hand off. But I think that looks pretty good. You got your cabin in there. You got your little northern lights. And I'm going to try to pull this off and get you a better angle. 40 some minutes. See if we can't. Hard to do, isn't it? There it is. Thanks for watching. And have a great day.